Justin Jefferson's one of the best wide receivers in football. He proved it up during his rookie season. He's doing well this year. And I'm going over some of his highlights against the Seattle Seahawks because we got to go over it, damn it. And we're going to do that right now. All right, Justin Jefferson's at the top of your screen. He's in bunches. He's the one who's on ball right now. So he's up top. He's the point of that triangle. So we're going to go ahead and run the play here. Gets off the line of scrimmage. And the one thing you're going to notice about him is he's very assertive. So there's not much razzle-dazzle. He can be razzle-dazzle. But he's very assertive getting where he needs to be. He knows they're in zone. I mean, just when you're blowing past these linebackers, he knows they're in zone. You can watch the backers not move with the dudes here. And he's just going to find the hole here. And bam. So he's up top there. Finds the hole behind the linebacker. In between the safety. That's his whole goal there. Is not to juke people out with his feet. Not to sell a route. Is to get to that space right there where he's earning the target behind the linebacker. Behind the DB. What people don't think about route running is being able to read coverages. Knowing where the opening is going to be open. And just taking advantage of the opportunity. And getting to the right place at the right time, because that is what you need to do. DB notices that. He crashes down on him. He's able to get some yards after the catch. Next play is on the top of your screen here. On ball a little bit, maybe a little off ball, but he's the guy up top. And we're going to watch him come off his route. And just not selling a thing. And then here, makes his break. Watch his feet on this break. It's a different type of break. Instead of like a dead leg cutover, he's just dropping the anchor and doing a little spin. One of the reasons why is watch that DB back there. He's out back this way. He doesn't want to get beat deep. And he's in his head a little bit. Must have pushed him downfield a little bit earlier. But he's trying not to get beat deep at all, and takes advantage of the cushion, just spins out. Bam. There's no point in selling when you have it. There's no point in the extra movement. So let's just drop that anchor, spin into your break, get the target, and let's get the work. And does not make the catch. But the main thing I wanted to go over, I knew that when I picked this video, but the main thing I really wanted to go over is just him creating a separation, him getting in and out of that break. That's the main thing I wanted to cover. The catch isn't there. That should have been caught. Hit your hands. Should have been brought in. Bobbled out. That should have been a catch. But the main thing I really wanted you guys to see is just him. Because, we cover a lot of wide receivers. A lot of things are very similar. You run your route. You try to not tell them what you're doing. And then before you make your break, you try to sell that you're going the opposite way you're going to go. And then you do a dead leg. You tilt your head a certain way. But when you have your DB in a favorable situation for you, there's no point of doing that. You might as well make your cut, drop that anchor, turn around, get your target instead of playing around with them. Justin Jefferson's at the top of your screen here. We're going to see him do some route running on this play. We're going to see him do some nasty things. So here's coming off the line. Little foot fire. Little hop. Little Bambi action. Like a little gallop there. And then here, plants off the step. Cuts in. Cuts directly in. Not much drift. A good cut. DB's trying to stay with him. And notice the head. He's looking back for the target. Shoulders are straight this way towards the other side of the line of scrimmage. Almost perfectly parallel. Which causes the DB to bite. And it drops the foot. Drops the anchor. Watch how he flips out of this. He turns the hips. Makes the step. DB's on skates right now. He's slipping and sliding everywhere. He's got some distance created, some separation. He earns the target. When does Cousins think about throwing it? Right here. Right when he sees it. Right here. He knows he has him. Isn't it kind of cool, like how a quarterback knows, like, hey, my guy's open before he knows he's open? Isn't that kind of cool? And now he's got the separation. It's like they've played together before. Easy money catch right there. And this is a fun one. So here, he breaks him down, cuts in, cuts out. Bam, gets the catch. And love it. I love how he's coming off the line of scrimmage. I like how he runs his routes. It's a lot different from some of the other wide receivers. What makes him different is, yeah, he'll sell. Yeah, he's got good footwork. But the thing is, he's assertive. He does not mess around. Like, hop, plant step drive, gets to where he needs to be. Assertive cut. No excessive head movement or anything. He just does the necessary movement to do the work, to get the job done. He's a lunch pail wide receiver in that regard. Gets the target, makes the catch. Good play by Justin Jefferson. All right, we got Jefferson on the top of your screen here. Off ball. We're going to go ahead and run the play real quick. So here, looks like they're in maybe a little zone, little man zone, playing off. Comes off the break here. Selling straight, drifting a little bit to the outside. The DB has outside leverage anyway, so he's attacking the leverage to be more heads up on him. And then he comes here, plant step, reads the momentum here, or this is where the play is designed, but the momentum of the defender here is going back. He's probably just assigned to not get beat deep, and then when he gets close, he's probably going to run with him. So the underneath's probably going to be open. Anyways, so he makes his cut. Drops an anchor a little bit. Smooth little break. And again, you got to drift on the cut, but you can drift when you got space. We see him make tight breaks all the time. He can do it. We saw it just the play prior. It's not because he has a drift problem. It's because he knows he's got space to do so. And he's just taking advantage of that. Again, if you drift a little bit out, it also gets you that little bit more upfield when you got the catch. Helps you get downfield a little bit more too. So here he goes, trying to make the play. Heads up. And gets tackled. I mean, nothing spectacular here. This isn't like a Hollywood moment or anything. Good little cut here. Finds the hole. Catches the ball. And then makes the play. It's a good play by Justin Jefferson. He's one of the best wide receivers in the league. He was one of the best wide receivers in the league off the rip last year. One of the tops wide receivers last year in yards per route run, and he held that crown for a long time until Devontae Adams came back from injury, and he's just very efficient. He's very fluid. He's a good wide receiver. He can play on the outside, he can play on the slot, he can do anything you really want. He was pro-ready coming out of LSU, and he's only just going to get better from here. But I want to thank you for watching the show, sticking with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. Every subscription matters. Every subscriber fuels me to keep putting out this content, going over the film, going over the highlights, helping you with your fantasy team and everything else. Again, I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.